let's go ahead and look at our television class because it has more private data members and we can see how those are all getting put on the heap. And so we have our television class defined. That's our pattern. That's our cookie cutter that we're going to stamp out our cookies with. And so each television has its own manufacturer, screen size, power on setting, channel, and volume. So when we call television, when we execute the statement, create a television pointer called TV1, and this is also a pointer. When we create our television pointer called TV1, allocate a new television called Vizio and 70. So that's going to be our heap. And TV1 is a pointer, we've got the star there, to this area that we're storing the television. Now the television has all of these data members. So there's going to be a line for the manufacturer, a spot for the screen size, a spot for the power on, a spot for the channel, and a spot for the volume. All just for that TV1, we get the whole television. Now it's passed in Vizio for the manufacturer. So for the first spot it's going to hold Vizio, 70 for the screen size. And those were constants, so we had to use the initializer list for those. And then it's going to set, I can't remember if it had defaults or not, but there's a value for the power on and the channel and the volume. There's spots to hold all that information. Now TV2 is a whole nother set. So TV2 is a pointer, and it's pointing to a television object on the heap. And if you remember, our default was LG and 54 for our manufacturer and our screen size. So if we call TV1 and use a special syntax of a dash and the angle bracket, and we call the method set channel, and we can pass in a number. So we're going to change the channel on the first TV to 32. So we have a spot here for our channel. This was our manufacturer, this was our screen size, this was our power, this is our channel right here. And so when we set the channel on TV1, it's going to store that 32 in with TV1. TV2 has a completely separate set of memory to hold those, so that doesn't change. If we want to set the channel on TV2, we have to call that on the TV2 object, and we can pass in a different channel, and maybe we want to set TV2's channel to 42. And so we have them separate in the fields. So we've allocated this, and the constructor gets called when we do the new right here. But when does the destructor get called? Well, the destructor gets called when we do the delete. So if we delete TV1, then that destructor, that's defined with the tilde, what is ever in that method for television will be executed when we delete it. When we release it, it goes through and does its own management of releasing. Same thing when we delete TV2. The destructor then is executed. So you could test that out by putting a cout statement in your destructor, and you could see when you step through and do the deletes that that destructor is going to be called. And then don't forget, you want to set null pointer after you've done a deletion.